Disclaimer: all the characters incident are fictional. Everything is measured in this FF, so don't compare with your own life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. You sat in the dining table with your cold husband, who was sitting in the front of you. He stopped eating until you sat in the front of him. He didn't look up at you, but as Maid poured juice in your glass, he quickly glanced at you, your eyelashes to your lips to your shaky hands, and then he glanced down at his plate. You took a sip of juice and looked at him. He sat in silence, like he doesn't care if I exist. Before you took a bite of sandwich, he spoke. Have you made your schedule for today? Sometimes I thought I got admission in school again, like I can't even stay in peace for a few seconds. You spoke. Not yet. He glanced up at you, and you felt your throat get tight. His tone was still cold, but he spoke. You should visit your family. You quickly looked at him. You make an eye contact with him, and that eye contact make your day. Why? They wanted to see you. I don't want to meet them. This marriage was more than a business deal to them, and they did not even thought they are marrying you with a guy who is 10 years older than you. They did not even ask you before your marriage, and now you literally hate them. He cupped the food. It's been a while. They missed you. You clenched your fists and turned your face to him. I don't. And before you complete your sentence, he spoke. As you wish. You twisted your eyebrows as you looked around. That was just your imagination. To deny to him for something. You looked at him. Okay. He wiped his lips with the tissue paper and got up. Goodbye. You leaned against the chair. Those cruel parents. He stepped downstairs, and as he stepped ahead to the door, he stopped. He checked his wrist, and when he realized he forgot to wear his watch, he signed and rushed. Before he walked to his room, he heard a sound, like a heel cracked, and then your voice like you hissed in pain. He frowned in a dirt bag, but got frozen. His eyes widened a little, seeing you actually. You fell on the floor. He walked to you and sat on his knees in the front of you. His heart stopped for a moment after seeing you in pain. Are you all right? He looked at your eyes and he hesitated. He changed his words. What happened? You looked at him. Your expression were mixed, but more was about you were surprised. 'Cause he always distanced himself from you. I slipped because of those heels. So who told you to wear those heels? In the house? He raised his eyebrows, and as he saw you pouting like you was about to cry, he didn't move closer, but stayed silent for a few seconds. I'm fine. You tried to get up, but you could feel his dark and sharp eyes towards you. He saw you struggling to get up, and he spoke. You are not fine. He closed the distance in a second before you could react. He wrapped his arm around you and picked you up in his arms. My stomach felt hard. Butterflies flies higher and higher in my stomach as he carried me in his arms. His touch was not cold at all, but warm much than I thought. And he walked to his room. His room? We both stayed in different rooms, but I never went to his room. He gently made you sit on the bed, and he kneeling in the front of you. Before his finger touched your ankle, you moved back. I'm fine. He twisted his eyebrows, looking at your eyes. Stay still. I can't. Stay still. He spoke again. You clear your throat when you realize there is no way to win against him in an argue. His hand wrapped around your ankle. Within a second, he twisted on the other side. And you almost. That hurts, Jungkook. He chuckled. Your heart skipped a beat as he chuckled. You never seen him smiling, but today. Now get up. You blink your eyes. Me? No, my wife. Of course you. Get up. You get down on the bed and you got shocked when you walked a little. Oh, I can walk. You turned back at him and he was not there. He went to the side table, he picked up his wristwatch, and before he leaves, you heard, "Take care of yourself, stupid girl," and he closed the door. You smile. Thank you, Jungkook. All of a sudden the door opened and you looked up. Now don't go anywhere, take rest. But you said my family missed me. Now I'm saying take rest. And he left. Few hours later, when you came downstairs, you saw your father-in-law. Before you went to him, you saw Jungkook. He was sitting beside him when he came back. Before you walked to them, you heard. There is something you need to know. He looked up at his father from the newspaper. That girl you were supposed to marry, she's coming back. Maria? She's coming back. Maria? Who's she? What does that mean? He was supposed to get married to her? Your heartbeat stopped when you realized he was supposed to marry another woman but got married to you. That's why that marriage happened so fast. That's why your family never asked you before marrying him. I thought I lost a talented girl for you when she runs away from this marriage, but she agreed to return. Your heart flinched, tear filled your eyes. You both are not close, but you never imagined him with another woman, and that thing that you were their second choice was from you inside. You quickly rushed upstairs. Why now? His father blinked in confusion. Of course, to marry you. Now she won't run away. Dad, I'm married. Do you want to spend your life with a girl like her, who doesn't even know how to sit between us? Dad, she's my wife, and I am so happy with her. Got it? If Maria runs away, so she was the one who stand beside me in my lowest. And now you are saying, how could I spend my life with her? He got shocked. Don't tell me you love. That's my life, Dad. He got up. Your mom wants to invite you for the dinner. She missed you. He tucked his hand in his pockets. If she is inviting my wife too, then I'll come, but not without her. Few minutes later, he stepped out after taking shower. In his wet ears, he walked out. He walked to your room. As he opened the door, you was not there. He took out his phone and dialed your number. Where are you? Pick up the call. And he called your father to find if you went there, but he already told you to rest. Your father picked up the call. Hello, uncle. Is Vine there? I want to talk to her. She is not picking up my call. But his expression said, what? She is not there? He hung up the call. Panic grew inside him. If she is not there, not in her room, then she has to be here. He quickly walked downstairs. Ryan. He called you everywhere in his house but found no response. Guards, where is Ryan? They rushed inside. They bowed. Ma'am just left few minutes ago. She told us not to follow her. What if she left alone to meet her family? But she's not picking up my call. What if something happens to her or she got lost? She barely drive. He still thought that you left with the car. Mr. Dion walked to him. She heard us. Jungkook got frozen. He blinked his eyes. She was not fit for you. Look, like I said. Jungkook tried to control his anger. Dad, please. She heard us that you was supposed to marry another girl and she was just the second choice. He rushed to his car. He sat inside. He started the car in tension. His heart was pounding in tension. He informed his team. I have want every exit closed, block all the roads, all airports, all cities, and they hang up the call. Here are you, Ryan. I can't lose you. He grabbed the wheel tightly. Please come back. The city's roads started blurring around him when the tears filled in his eyes by the fear of losing you. He pulled the car in the front of your favorite cafe, but there was no sign of you. His mind raced. He thought all the places you might go, your favorite bookstore, park, cafe, but he can't find you. He drove all the city and now Even night started change into the daylight. He was walking up to the hills, because once you said you like to go to the hills before the marriage. Ryan, he called your name, and there he go. He saw you sitting at a distance on the bench. Without thinking twice, he rushed to you, hugged you. After he kneeling down in the front of you, you blink your eyes, got stunned when he hugged you. He broke the hug and held your hand. I was scared. I thought I'd lose you. You never told me I was your second choice. You never told me you never means to be my husband. That's true. I was getting married to someone else, but she runs away. But now you are one and the only woman who matters to me. Does that matter? Do you love? He cut your words. I love you. I never loved anyone like I love you. You had no idea today I might if I couldn't find you. I love you, Ryan. I can't live without you. Your family, they will never accept me. You accept me as your husband, that's enough for me. That matters to me. Your heart skipped a beat. He gently cupped your face. I love you, Ryan. Can't you forgive me? You felt your heart melted. That's it for today. The end. Thanks for watching. और मुझे तो खुद यकीन नहीं आ रहा है मैं इतने अच्छे अच्छे FF लिख रही हूँ एवरी डे बट यार व्यूज़ नहीं आ रहे। ना तुम लोग शेयर कर रहे हो ना लाइक कर रहे हो ना कमेंट कर रहे हो।